We're spilling tea on religion and health, where intersections of faith and healing combine on ReligiosiTea. As this podcast discusses religious beliefs, religious experiences, personal testimonies, and mental and physical health, some of the content may be uncomfortable or triggering for some listeners. Content warnings will be provided in the description of each episode. Any personal journeys discussed on this podcast do not constitute health, medical, or religious advice. We are simply trying to capture the lived experiences of real people who would like to share their own stories about religion and/or health. Hello, this is your host, Adren, and today I'm talking to my friend, Raven. Can you tell us about yourself, Raven?
Hi, I'm Raven.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, this is staying in there.
No, I don't know what to say. I'm put on the spot when you say, "Can you tell me about yourself?" Like, no, I can't.
Okay, so what do you like to do for fun?
Oh, there we go. I like to harass you. That's my favorite hobby, mostly. Sleeping, shopping. I do it's very therapeutic to shop.
Period.
And I'm a tourist, so treat yourself.
How long have we known each other?
We've known each other since I was a wee one.
I
5.
like how I know the exact answer.
I know. I don't.
26 years. We met in 1999 in kindergarten. So this is another one of my guests that I know very well. So I might put you on the spot.
No, that's fine because I might talk shit.
All right. Can you tell us about your current religious or spiritual practices?
Currently, I feel like I'm a little bit of everything. What I mean by that is spiritual and also I think I do believe in God, but I believe it across everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like at the end of the day, the morals and the point is the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different, but the same.
Okay, so different how? What do you specifically believe in or do?
Oh, for me, I focus on Greek gods. One specifically is Hades. That's one that I'm have a whole little spot for and everything. It's mostly him. I do talk to God as well. Like I said, across everything. If I see something, as long as it's love and light and healing and growth, I'm all about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So for you, what are kind of the foundations of your belief? The very basic core things that you believe in.
Oh, for that I believe in. I mean, what mostly guides me with my decisions is, now that I'm older, kindness, because it wasn't always like that.
No, it was not.
We know something you don't know. We're lovers. I'm just kidding. We're gonna let you think about that. I mostly focus on kindness now, and focus on a community feeling, because I feel like we don't have that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere. So even at my work, I'm trying to teach these kids, hey, that world is cold, but once you're here, you're safe. And I'm trying to guide them with, would you want them to do that to you?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel, though? So and it makes them really think about it.
So radical empathy.
Yeah.
Period. So what are kind of the rules around your current spirituality, if any?
I wouldn't really say I have rules or I give myself rules. I don't think I really have any rules when it comes to that.
Nice. Okay, and you mentioned the Greek gods and also God and also like an openness to anything. So for your specific spirituality, are there any like key figures, major players, or anyone specific that you think is like super important or
Besides Hades and God.
mm-hmm.
Um, no, right now it's specifically just them. I know back then when I was really, really young, I was into witchcraft and all that. Then I jumped out of it. Then I jumped in it. Then I jumped out of it. And it was very back and forth. But it's something I still incorporate in my
Mm-hmm.
life still.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little bit about that. Um, yeah.
And what about like any stories or texts? Is there anything that you really resonate with from like Greek mythology or the Bible or any other kind of spiritual story or lesson? She's shaking her head. No, I'm laughing.
I'm so sorry. No, there,
Okay.
there isn't. And I was just thinking about the rest of this podcast. I'm like, oh, oh.
No, you're fine. Um, so how do you feel when you're participating in this kind of spirituality? Like when you're doing prayer rituals or whatever it is you do, we'll talk about later, but when you're in the middle of it, like really engaging with your faith, how does it make you feel?
I feel very raw, um, and vulnerable. Something like, all right, I can't do it, but I know you can. Like, your turn. That's what it's very. I trust you, friend. Like, go for it. It's mostly that, but it is very raw. It's very where, um, I remember I wasn't working for a few months, and it was getting really bad, and I was all, shit, no one's hiring, and I'm applying everywhere, and like it's just all the worries. I forgot how long. It was a while, maybe 6 months, maybe a little more. It was a while. Um, and I had my little, altar to Hades and everything. Some stuff that Persephone would like as well because
Mm-hmm.
they go together. Um, and I remember just sitting there talking to him, and I was at such a low point, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope you treat me with kindness because it's like the end of the world for me at this point. I'm at rock bottom. I don't know what to do. And that's what I mean by raw. It was very, I faced everything and laid it all out and was like, fuck. Like,
Right.
I don't know what to do. And I think after that, like, I did feel better. Um, After that, like a few days later, maybe, I actually got a job. And I was
Nice.
all, oh shit. Like, so I feel like that helped me a lot. I'm very grateful. And I feel like I was listened to.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, damn girl, you like got you. That's what it was to me.
Well, I think that's interesting because to give context to people who may not know, Hades is the god of the underworld. He's not the god of death. There's another god for death, which is Thanatos. But Hades is also the god of wealth and like money and gemstones and gold and things that come from the earth because you have to dig it up. So it's kind of quote unquote the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of like his thing. So it's interesting that you went to Hades and got a job, which ipso facto gives you money.
He's all, oh, you need shopping money, girl? I got you. Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way. Yeah. That's even more reassuring. See?
So can you tell us a little bit about what drew you to Hades in the first place?
I feel like when I first dabbled in witchcraft when I was younger, around what, 8? Yeah. My mom did fight me on this, guys. My dad also did not care. So it was a good balance because
her mom was not a fan.
At first. Because later on in life, remember I told you I dipped in and out, in and out, in and out. Later in life, can you read my cards? Can you make me a sachet? Can you do this? I'm all, girl. Yeah. So she was a fan after that. I lost the question, bestie. Where did it go?
What drew you to Hades?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Sorry. I am so sorry. I feel like I've always been drawn to somewhat the darker side of things, not in like a evil way, but ghosts and spirits, and then learning about Hades and the underworld and how you get there and you're on a boat, and um I just feel like being drawn to death at a young age, and not, again, not a creepy way, but I used to fear it, and I would tell my dad all the time, like, I used to not want to sleep, and I'd be really upset, and he'd be like, what's wrong? And I'm telling him, I don't want you to die. Why am I like 6 years old telling my dad, I don't want you to die?
Mm-hmm.
And he's all, I'm not gonna die. What are you talking about? I'm all, yeah, you're gonna die. I don't want you to die. You're my best friend. I don't want you to die. And he would say, not me, baby. I'm gonna live forever. Plot twist, he didn't.
Yeah, the results are in. It was a lie.
He fucking lied. So talk about betrayal, because I was 18. Y'all, he told me he would cut me off, and I didn't think it would be like this. But yeah.
Hades.
The looks it's so funny because I could just communicate with my face where I'm just like, what? I also have the brain of a goldfish, guys. It's that trauma. It blocks out a lot. But yeah, I feel like that. And then, of course, having to really deal with death and recognize death and understand death. And it took a while because at first I was very angry when my dad died. And I would see like little girls and their dads. I would tell my mom, they're just gonna fucking die. Why are they having fun? Like, it's just, you're gonna lose him one day. Like, I was so bitter and so upset. But I really took the time to come face to face with it. And I would have to say it out loud. Like, sometimes you'll still hear me say, like, oh, my dad's dead. Like, I'll say it randomly out loud. And it's because my brain needs to register that again, like, hey, he's not here, he's not coming, just so I can keep going forward. So for other people, they're like, what the hell? And for me, it's like, oh yeah, reset, and then just keep going. So I feel like dealing with that death and just being drawn to the paranormal in general led me to Hades, and of course my mom dying continued that road down there as well, because those were a whole different batch of feelings that got hit with, because now I don't have anybody. And I feel like I really dived into like, well, there's an after. And really just going deep into Hades. So that's why it's mostly just Hades and a little bit of Persephone in there. Yeah.
R.I.P. to your parents. They were real ones.
One love. Pour one out for the homies, y'all.
No, they were really cool. So you've touched on a little bit of this, but can you tell us more about like your entire religious or spiritual history? Were your parents religious? Did you grow up in any kind of church or?
My parents, I think they were Roman Catholic, but we didn't grow up that way at all. So there was no real pressure to go to church or God does this. Like, my mom might have made little comments like, God's angry when it's like storming out, but never, hey, this is the Bible. This is Noah's Ark. Like, I don't know any of that.
No, I don't. I actually wasn't raised that way either.
Yeah, I wasn't raised like that, but they were, and I don't know what happened afterwards. I guess they just fell off of it. My dad did have his last rites, though. He did ask for it.
Yeah.
And I was all, what? Like,
where did this come from?
I was, you want what? Are you sure? And yeah, I mean, he got mad because I asked, but like, dude, it's been like 40 years. What do you mean?
Right.
But that was my family.
And what about later in life? Like, where did you, like, give us the timeline of your spirituality? Which is interesting to me. I want to hear your perspective because I feel like a lot of our spirituality has been intertwined with each other's.
Mm-hmm.
We did a lot of experimenting together with like the witchcraft and like looking into different belief systems. So like, what's your take on it all?
On everything ever?
Oh yeah,
Like ever?
yeah, on
Like
existence.
between you and me and ever?
Yeah,
Because I've been with you when you tried, you're a Buddhist now.
yeah.
But I was with you when you were an energy vampire. That. Listen, guys, I'm open to believing a lot,
I was
and
going through
and
something.
no hate on anybody, because like I said, like you believe in whatever you gotta do to get to the next chapter, the other street, road, whatever. My dude said energy vampire.
Look, I was in the community. It's not like I
Mm,
was just out here by myself. There is a community around it.
mm.
Um yeah, I should do an episode on that. It was actually
Like
very
a full
interesting.
one, it would be great. Tea.
TBD. I have there was some weird unexplainable phenomenon during that time. But like what about for you? Like when we were doing witchcraft together for like the first times or really getting into ghost hunting even, like how was that for you?
I loved it. I love ghost hunting. If you don't know me, um, I'm obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with it since forever, and you know this.
Yeah.
Um, us going to places that we shouldn't be, but also people letting us in
Right.
that shouldn't have let us in.
Right.
Yeah. Um,
So with ghost hunting specifically, how did that transition into the period of time where you were doing like spirit work? Do you still do spirit work?
mm, I feel like after my mom died, I really didn't do spirit work anymore. I feel like I didn't have anything around me, which is weird because I feel like I had house spirits always there,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden they're gone, which proves I was right that she was the problem. Because we had this debate before that why the house is haunted.
Mm-hmm.
It was her, y'all. She played with the Ouija board, didn't do rules right. Please protect yourself if you're dabbling in anything. Look up protection first, even if it's something a little bit. At least it's some defense against stuff you don't know. And please research. Um, I am so sorry it went into protection. I'm just be safe. What was the question?
How did ghost hunting turn into spirit work, like a more spiritual actual practice for you?
Um, I feel like it started transitioning from ghost hunting to spirit work when I was trying to figure out how to cross certain spirits over.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was like Dr. Phil for spirits, essentially, guys. Letting them know that they can cross over. And, you know, we did do this at a person's house that we know of. And the first time we did do it, I felt like a lighter presence. I felt everything was okay. Like it was weird to feel that.
Mm-hmm.
And after feeling that made me be like, what else can I do? So then I was researching things like, hey, on Halloween or Hallows Eve, put apples on the corner of streets for the spirits wandering. Like, give offerings to this because they take it to the underworld. Like, uh, it helped me dive more into offerings and helping spirits and guide them, sort of kind of like
Mm-hmm.
the underworld, but here.
Right.
Yeah,
So do you still believe in ghosts?
I do. I do.
All right. Changing gears a little bit. Have you ever had any specific struggles or challenges while following this path? And it can be internal or external.
With God, yes. Um, uh from a young age, because you do hear things about God. Just because my parents didn't teach me doesn't mean I didn't learn about it through friends or their family or TV. um but with God, I had a pretty dark childhood. Not a lot of people know about it. They don't really need to know about it, but
Mm-hmm.
um I did have a pretty dark childhood, and I remember praying to God a lot. And even though I didn't fully understand him, it was every night. And it wasn't to like, oh, I want a car, I want money. I was like, I want to be happy. It's like, I want a family and I just want to be happy. And when I'm out of here, like, things will be so different. And then slowly, those dreams just started crashing,
Mm-hmm.
along with me being like, hey, I'm hurting and you're not helping,
Mm-hmm.
but you're supposed to be helping. And I feel like that was like around 7. And I feel like that's when I was like, oh, so you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care either. And that's when my streak of I'll be bad then that started. It was a pretty bad streak, guys, but that's how we met. So I guess no regrets.
I will not drag you through the coals, but we have a history and we have a past.
I shaped you into who you were today.
So, how did you manage these challenges?
That is what we were talking about. I'm told you I'm a goldfish, y'all.
No, you're good. That was my prescription follow up. So
perfect. See, you're so good at this. I for a long time I was like, I weaved in and out with him as well, because it's like, I'm hurting, you're not helping. Okay, watch me rebel. And I did, but it was also, hey, are you there? It's me, Margaret. Like,
mm-hmm.
hey. And then my dad got sick. And I remember praying. I would never cry in front of them. I felt like I had to hold it together. So just don't cry. And my dad was my best friend, so I was always around him. So it's like, don't cry. But when I would go to the room, I would be crying and I'd be praying. And I'd be like, it's me. Like, I'm doing better. Like, I'm a better person. I swear. Like, I'll do this and I'll do that. And please, like, just pleading. And I remember giving, like, my whole entire everything. And he ended up dying. And I remember being so mad. And I'm all, what the fuck? Like, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was in the army and he drank Pepsi and he came home and listened to oldies. Like, he didn't do anything. And you're letting these other people who are bad be free and alive and well. Like, I felt betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when I was like, yeah, no, get away from me. Like, what are you good for? And I know that might sound bad to people, but that's how I felt, especially being 18 is like, you're out of high school, you graduated, and then you're getting hit with, hey, your dad's dying.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I was super close with him. I wasn't close to my mom at first. It was me and my dad, like two peas in a pod. So, that's when I pushed like God and everything away. And then a few years ago, I started working on myself and healing and going to therapy and being like, oh yeah, I do need help. Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm older. I'm tired. I don't have the will to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of seeking help kind of helped me think about God again and been like, hey, thanks for this. It wasn't even asking things at this point. It was me being like, hey, I'm thankful for XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't asking for anything. And then he slowly came back in. And of course, at this time, it's still witchcraft and Hades in there as well, like a braid. And that's how I got back into it after a big struggle. I'm not very, I don't resent him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more like, I could see why it happened. And I can see the benefit for me that it happened. And I know it's crazy to say for other people, but you know how sheltered I was and how I couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like my social anxiety made it like crippling almost. And then having to be like, you gotta fend for yourself because now you have nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to be a burden and ask people, but you have no one. So it's either sink or swim, bitch. Like that's basically what happened. So that's what turned me also very grateful for things. Um, yeah, the power got turned off, but at least I have a roof over my head. Or um, I got another leak in my house. Well, at least I have water though. Yeah, that's gonna be expensive, but I'm so grateful for that. I have a house, I'm warm, to the best of my abilities. But that taught me gratitude and again being kind and having all anything healing related push me towards like God and Hades and still having that balance of like a light and dark sort of
Mm-hmm.
thing going on.
I like the gratitude, especially as we're approaching Thanksgiving.
Clock it.
It's giving thanks.
Did you see that shirt? It's a turkey. So
Yes.
you guys could just close your eyes and picture it. Nails and all.
So, thank you for sharing that.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
I don't think I've ever heard that perspective from you before.
No.
So.
I know, guys. I can keep secrets.
We're revealing a lot right now.
We're being vulnerable. Ew.
Ill feelings, what?
Ill feelings. Guys, we'll do that to each other. Every once in a while, we'll say something nice to each other and then follow up with, ew.
Alright, so if I asked you what well-being means for you, what would you say?
What well-being means for me? Being better. I feel being better in every way you can, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's facing those ugly emotions that we all push away from or shy away from, like jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why do I feel like this? That's my friend. Why do I feel like that? And really dissecting every emotion.
And what about spiritual health?
Spiritually, I feel like you need to find something that resonates with you. That you aren't doing because it's a phase or a trend or it's something kind of like how I told you I've always been drawn to spirits and ghosts, and then it led me this way. My first real thing was spirit work, also dream interpretation. Just forgot all about that. I haven't done that in a while. But I would also get messages from the dead in my dreams, or like they call it cheating death because you're getting messages and you shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens, not all the time, but sometimes. And I know when it's a message dream or just a dream where I'm dreaming about, oh, I miss my family because like a certain headache will appear and it's indescribable, and it's only when I dream about message dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So I take those to heart. But spiritually, you just gotta connect, find something kind of like a hobby, research it. Oh, this leads down this rabbit hole. Oh, but what about this one? And you're just in an endless cycle and you find what resonates with you. And I feel like that can push you towards being better, not bitter.
Right. So, how has this like path that you're on, how has it influenced your mental health?
I feel like it improved it. I needed something to believe in because I did not believe in me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I can't do that, or that's hard. I can't do it. It's hard. I didn't even try it. I'm telling these kids, yes, you can, but I'm not even doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to switch in that sense and be like, yes, I can. I can do hard things. I can do this.
So, aside from like improving your mental health, how do you feel when you're participating in this path? Like, how does it feel, like mentally, physically, and spiritually?
It feels like you're connected.
Mm-hmm.
Like you belong.
Mm-hmm.
Like other people might be like, but in that moment, that doesn't matter. You just feel like you're a part of something bigger, that you're important as well.
Mm-hmm. So, is there any particular specific practice that you do? So, like prayer, spell work, meditation, crystal healing, whatever it is that you feel really helps you mentally and emotionally?
Yes, I mostly do oracle instead of tarot, things like that. I do affirmations, spell work if I feel like I need a little cleansing, a little protection. My vibes need to be higher. I'll work on that as well. It's a little bit of everything. I don't meditate. I don't like the silence. I can't do it. It's been years I've tried. I can't. My house is haunted, friends. I ain't doing that shit. Okay, I'm not gonna hear little Lisa down the hall saying, "Come play with me." Hell no.
Is Lisa a confirmed spirit, or you just made that up?
No, I just made it up. I really hope there's no damn Lisa. That'll be someone new. My ghosts are funny, y'all. They tell people to shut the fuck up.
Yes, we were using a spirit box. Not gonna get into the details about what that is, but it's like digital age meets ghost hunting. And I was asking if it had anything to say, and it literally told me to shut the fuck up, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Rude. So with one of those practices you can pick, which one?
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us how to do it?
Okay. We can go with affirmations.
Okay.
For that, I have something I say every day. That is private, though. I will not share that.
Can you give us an example, though?
Yes, I am going to give you an example.
Okay.
Imagine I'm just like, next. Next question. Sucks to suck. You really gotta... I thought it was silly, too, guys. If you're like, I'm not going to say silly, hyped up words to myself. That's not going to work. No, you're training your brain and rewiring that, and even rewiring your brain is going to make you evolve as a person and in your beliefs more. And it's all going to come together. You got to trust that process.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fidgeting. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. So give us an example of what an affirmation might be.
There you go. Thanks. I like to say my expectations of myself, like what I am. Not what other people say, not what other people think, but what I feel I am.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that in the morning. I'll say that when I'm doing my makeup. That can fall under glamour magic. Like, you can intertwine this in your daily life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I like about spirit work. I mean, not spirit work, spell work and magic and all that, is you can just put that in there. But I will say the expectation of me is in the morning and in my makeup. And if I ever need to reset myself and hype myself up, I'll create what I need in that moment. Like if I'm having social anxiety, I'll be like, you're okay or you're fine, but like in a little quotey form of I repeat it too. It's not like I say it once and that's it. If I'm doing my makeup, I'm looking in that mirror and I'm repeating it until I am done. I am doing it before I leave the house, and it's become part of my morning routine, essentially. I feel like I need to do that, and that just changes my whole mindset, because it's also a reminder throughout the day when I'm
Mm-hmm.
facing anything rough. It'll pop in my head and I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. I got it. It's fine.
Is this related at all to daily gratitudes, do you think? Or do you not really do daily gratitudes?
I don't really do daily gratitudes, to be honest. It's only if I'm having a hard time, I'll reset myself. Like, you have this though. You're all right. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you're right. I do have that, and some people don't. Yep.
So, how do you think, very specifically, the practice of doing affirmations can help with your mental health?
I think it can help rewire your brain. We are, you know, not our fault, but our brain tells us mean things a lot. We always hear the worst, and that's what sticks with us. So I feel like it's second nature to your brain to be like, why'd you do that? You're
Mm-hmm.
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing affirmations, and again, you're gonna feel silly at first. I thought the same thing, and now it's been years, but you're gonna feel silly at first. But I feel like with that, it rewires it with if you notice that you're also talking bad about yourself, say affirmations about that.
Mm-hmm.
Even saying affirmations makes you think of yourself in a higher being that you start dissecting like those negative thoughts. Like, you're stupid. No, I'm not. I just didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta work with what you got for that moment to create affirmations specifically for you. And over time, if you keep it up every day, even if you skip a day, just continue again. You just fall off the wagon, get back on it. It'll train your brain to just shift. And once it shifts, I feel like everything opens up more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm at right now.
And what about for physical health? Do you see it helping?
Actually, yes. I've noticed that I would want to take care of myself more,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird because your girl did not want to do anything for herself before. Depressed girlies, where you at? But we would be like, if it happens, it happens. Okay, bye.
Right.
But now I'm all, oh, I need to get these steps in. Oh, I need to get this water. Hold on. How much water did I drink? And I'm like, what the hell? It's such a shift. And it didn't happen necessarily overnight, but it happened in such a way that it blended that now it feels natural.
Right.
And I feel like a better person physically, mentally, emotionally because of that.
Right. And what about your spiritual health?
I feel like, again, for gratitude, it comes to my spirituality as well. With that, it's being grateful and it's resetting how I got here. So I'll think about the moment with Hades, and I'll think about the offerings I did, and I'll think about times I felt him with me.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me feel comfort in knowing I'm going the right direction. I'm doing things the right way. I am okay. And that's a big help because I wasn't okay.
Mm-hmm.
But now I feel like I'm going the right way.
Nice. All right. Shifting gears. Have you had any spiritual experiences that feel extraordinary, miraculous, or unexplainable?
Like ghosts? Everything is ghosts, guys. Hey, you already know them ghosts, baby. My rules in my house are I don't want to see you. I could hear you, but I don't want to see you. I've seen them once, and I feel like I called you, and I was all, come get me. There is a spirit in this house. Like, I was like, come get me. We were, I don't know what, middle school? No, high school. Had to be high school because you drove.
Mm-hmm.
Did you drive? I don't know. We lived close. We didn't, I don't know. Um, I have a lot of ghost activity in my life. And it wasn't just here. I have family in California and stuff way out there, spread out in California, and even at their places, I would experience more paranormal activities than the others.
Mm-hmm.
I never really saw them growing up, but I would feel it, or I would just know. And I've always had that intuition, even now.
I will say that I have witnessed like stuff happening that I can't explain at Raven's house. So I don't know. And I also know a handful of other people who've also experienced things there. So I don't know what that means. That's not the kind of science that I do, even though I'm intrigued by it and I do ghost hunting, but there is some unexplainable phenomena happening over there.
It's alright, guys, because they like me. And that's all that matters.
So if you had to give a name to your practice, what would you call it?
I would call it... I would have no name, actually. I have no clue what I would name it.
It's just your practice.
It's just my... Like, what would I even call it? That's the thing. Like, I feel like I'm such a little bit of everything.
Eclectic.
I mean, it could be that, too. Yeah, I feel like back then I would identify as that, too.
So if you had any advice for anyone who wanted to do like ghost hunting or spirit work or like affirmations or spell work or glamour magic or all the other anything.
All my little things, guys.
Little
Sorry, I just be collecting.
Eclectic collection of.
That was the perfect one. Then yeah, we found a word for it, guys. We found a word for it. My advice again, protection. It doesn't matter if you're not even doing spirit work. You want to have protection because you're gonna be opening up different channels, like fairies. It sounds silly, guys, but if you know, you know. I'm not gonna get into it because I'm not gonna be Mr. Energy Vampire. But if you know, you know. But if you know, you know. Okay, the Fae don't be fucking around like that. Please do protection, even if it's like oh, I got this crystal, I'm protected. Yes, you are. You said it, and you have it. You are. That's first things first. That's automatic. And then just research. Really research. Don't really listen to other people for your path. Let them guide you, but don't let them decide, hey, you can't do that. Well, why? What's wrong with it? They're not gonna know either. They're gonna make some answer up. Like, only you
can prevent
wildfires. Yes, bitch. Whew, I said that at work the other day too.
If for any of these practices, are any of them closed? Or do any of them require some kind of initiation ritual to start?
I don't believe there is any real initiation. I never did that. Okay. I just dabbled, researched, jumped in, and was like, hey, I'm here. I feel like you can do that. I feel like it's okay. As long as you're respectful. Y'all don't get haunted. Don't get possessed. As long as you're respectful and understanding, you'll be all right.
So what's one thing that you wish you knew earlier in your spiritual path?
I wish I knew shadow work. I feel like if I knew about that and I really just focused on that, I feel like it would have saved a lot of time of healing, and I probably would have been in a different stage of life. Again, grateful we're here because we were not doing great, but I feel like that would help.
So do you have any words of wisdom or something that you've taken or learned from your practices that can benefit others?
You need to face your darker self. Like I know I said it before, but that's really gonna kick off your growth. And in growth you'll find religion in your own way, whatever it may be. I feel like once you're that raw and open, like how I was, and just cracked open, you'll find yourself and it'll find you, and you will weave together, and that is what you need. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna cry a lot. It's gonna be icky feelings that you have to think of, and you're not gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna be tough, But once you stop being your own enemy and talk to yourself nicer and really just open up, it'll all fall into place.
Right. Do you have a cautionary tale or something that you think someone should consider before they start doing this kind of path?
A cautionary tale. I feel like I jumped into everything pretty protected, so I never really had to be weary of anything because I was also very respectful in my practices. I just have to reiterate being respectful.
Right.
Especially to ghosts. If spirit work is your main jam and you want to dive into that, or even if you're just ghost hunting, call it what it is. Respect. You can get haunted, you can get followed. Just because you do have this little crystal does not mean you are always protected.
Mm-hmm.
There's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly just respect.
Period. So that is all my questions for you. Is there any last thing that you want to talk about that we haven't covered, or anything else you want to share?
Yes. I want to talk about the meaning of life.
Yes. 42.
7. You heard it here first, folks. I feel like we should do a teaser. We should tell them something we're brainstorming. There's a surprise coming.
Oh yeah. There's like several potential projects in the works, actually.
There is. I don't know them. I just know me.
So be on the lookout, or not, for something that may or may not come out eventually at an unknown time.
In a periodically amount of time. Well, now you just don't know. So if it happens, it happens, I guess. Manifest it, girl. Do you want... I'm not going to say it. It's going to leave you wanting more.
Should I say it?
You were thinking it.
But
you said it. Yeah, you should. Should you? I wish we had a...
Wait, because there's another one that I don't think you even remember. I have a twin brother.
What?
Yes.
How old is he?
When's his birthday? My twin brother wants to start a ghost hunting podcast. I have no idea the logistics behind this. But we're gonna invite Raven to do that with us if it ever gets off the ground. And then Raven and I are also thinking about doing another podcast about just like us.
You hear how
existing.
We talk. You hear. This is all the time.
Also.
Yeah. Yes. It's all. Yes.
So that may be in the works. If you're interested in other content from me.
A sillier side.
A
little goofy side. A little silly goose.
Less academic and less religious, probably.
More bitchy.
Right.
No, just... It's all right.
Well, thank you, Raven, for being a guest on my podcast.
Of course.
And that's the ReligiosiTea. May you be happy, healthy, and well. Bye.
Bye.